Have you ever paused and wondered, what is happiness? Have you noticed how it slips away just when it seems within reach? Perhaps something longed for was achieved, someone loved was embraced, or something precious held in the hands, but the joy felt fleeting. Reaching outward, believing that the next title, relationship, or possession will finally fill the space inside, often does not bring lasting happiness. Life is like the weather. Nobody can stop the rain or summon the sun. Yet, life moves on, steady and relentless, no matter how heavy the storm or how long the clouds linger. The world does not pause, and neither should the heart. Even in the rain, there is a rhythm, a quiet unfolding, and eventually, the sun will shine again. Happiness is the same. It cannot be forced, captured, or commanded. It comes when life is allowed to flow, when each moment is met with presence and patience. The search for happiness is not failure. It is the natural longing of the heart for joy. Buddha teaches that when happiness is sought only outside, it remains elusive. True happiness does not depend on what is given, taken, or controlled by circumstances. It rises quietly from within. When the mind is free, the heart is at peace, and the soul remembers itself. What is happiness? Happiness is often misunderstood. It is easy to believe it lies in love, recognition, wealth, or status. And for a time, these things do bring delight. A promotion excites the mind, a gift inspires gratitude, a new relationship warms the heart. Yet notice how quickly these joys fade. They are fragile, like sparks that shine brilliantly for a moment, then disappear into darkness. Chasing these fleeting pleasures can become a lifelong habit. The next person, possession, or achievement may seem like the key to satisfaction. Each time the moment passes, the mind grows restless and the heart remains unsatisfied. The more the chase continues, the heavier the burden becomes. Desire entangles the body, agitates the emotions, clouds the mind, and even strains resources. Freedom, physical, emotional, mental, financial, slips further from reach, while peace and joy remain distant. Happiness that depends on external conditions is fragile, conditional, and temporary. The very act of chasing can quietly erode the freedom it promises. True happiness is different. It does not rise and fall with circumstances. It is not borrowed from others or from material abundance. It is the freedom of the mind, the clarity of awareness, and the quiet joy that arises from the soul itself. It is steady, unshaken, and ever present, even when people leave, possessions disappear, or recognition fades. Consider Gandhi. Despite immense struggle and responsibility, despite the turbulence of life, he lived simply and meditated daily. Possessing little, he accessed a deep reservoir of serenity and joy. Gandhi's happiness did not come from comfort, recognition, or control. It arose from consistent inward reflection, self-discipline, and a profound connection to the soul. Even amid chaos, peace and joy could be cultivated from within, steady, resilient, and independent of circumstance. Notice where the mind chases fleeting sparks and where it might rest quietly in what already exists. Observing this opens the door to steadier joy. How to achieve true happiness? If happiness does not come from outside, where does it come from? How can joy be cultivated so that it is steady and lasting? The path is simple, yet it requires awareness and courage. Each step flows naturally into the next. First, stop chasing. Life often pulls attention outward, toward what is not yet here, while the present slips by unnoticed. The past is gone, the future not yet arrived, and yet it occupies so much of the mind. Letting go of the chase allows a quiet space where joy can arise. Next, embrace simplicity. More possessions, achievements, or experiences do not create lasting happiness. Each addition can bring new burdens, new worries, new distractions. Reducing what is unnecessary creates freedom and opens the heart to subtle joys. The taste of food, the quiet of morning, the warmth of a smile. Then, deepen awareness. Every moment, from the food tasted to the steps taken, the words spoken, the thoughts held, becomes an opportunity to notice life directly. Attention no longer wanders endlessly toward what is missing. Presence itself transforms ordinary moments into clarity and joy. Closely tied to awareness is letting go. Memories, expectations, disappointments, and regrets can weigh heavily. Clinging to them is like gripping sand too tightly. The tighter the grasp, the more slips away. Releasing them is an act of courage and trust in life. It creates space for clarity, peace, and joy to arise naturally. Finally, turn inward. True happiness lies within, quietly waiting, observing without judgment, feeling without resistance, listening to the subtle voice of the soul. These moments awaken a richness inside that is independent of the world outside. Even amid struggle, the inner life remains a steady source of clarity, serenity, and joy, as Gandhi discovered through simple living and meditation. The essence of true happiness. True happiness is not something to chase. It does not depend on love, possessions, or status. It is not borrowed from the world, nor held hostage by circumstance. It is the quiet freedom of the mind, the calm of the heart, and the joy of the soul fully awake. When chasing stops, simplicity is embraced, awareness deepens, what no longer serves is released, and attention turns inward. Happiness has never been absent. It has been quietly waiting all along. Life will continue to shift, surprise, and challenge. People may leave, possessions fade, circumstances change. Yet the joy cultivated within is steady, resilient, and independent. It flows from presence, awareness, and connection to the deepest parts of oneself. Happiness is not in what the world gives. It is in how life is met, how the heart is nurtured, and how the quiet joy that has always been present is recognized. Pause for a moment. Consider one small step to notice joy, simplify life, or connect with the inner self. If this wisdom resonates with you, please like this video and subscribe to join us on the path of conscious living.